this video, we want to look at how we can make use of correlation analysis in our academic research work, how we can use correlation analysis in our academic research work. I once told us yesterday that correlation analysis measures the strength and direction of relationship between two variables. It measures the strength and the direction between two variables. So if our value, because the value of correlation analysis ranges from -1 to +1. So whenever you are having a +1, that's a perfect positive correlation. For instance, in this question, in this academic question, we are trying to look at this research question. Does the number of hours students study per week affect their their exam scores? Does it affect their exam scores? So that means we are comparing two variables, hours studied per week and the examination score. So the value of our correlation analysis, if it is giving us -1, it means perfect negative correlation. That means they have a perfect negative correlation. Then if it is giving us 0, it shows that they have no correlation, that it does not even correlate at all. They don't correlate. Then if it is giving us from 0.1 upward and up to +1, +1 is the perfect positive correlation, but if you are still having 0.5, it still shows that there is a correlation, but it's not perfect enough. That is the meaning. So the higher you have, the higher the decimal goes, and the closer it gets to 1, then the more perfect the correlation of the two variables that we are comparing. So in this case, we want to look at how the hours studies per week affects the exam score of students. So we are going to be making use of correlation analysis in this way. We are going to start by using our visual data. And then this is how we are going to start. We are going to start by using our visual data. So the first step is to enter in the data set into our Microsoft Excel environment, which I have already done here. So I think I can remove this one. Then I want to zoom this up so that we can see clearly. So I think we see it better this way. Let me zoom it more. Now, this is the data set that we are dealing with. Student 1, student 2 to student 10, then the hours studies per week, then the hours, the exam score of that student. So student 1 studied for 5 hours and he had an exam score of 65. I once told us when I was talking about data visualization that when you are handling data visualization, whenever you want to compare relationship between variables, then you can use your scatter chart. So in this question, we are going to be making use of our scatter chart to compare the relationship between the hour studies and the exam score. Now let's move on. So to do this, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to highlight the both columns that we want to compare. So after highlighting it, we are going to go to insert. Then we are going to come to chart. We put our mouse pointer on it until you get scatter chart. So you click on it. Start clicking on it. The first one there is called scatter. So that's the one we are going to click on. So this is what is bringing up for me. So let's add our axis and our title the way we used to add it. So we are going to tick the axis title here. Then this axis signifies the exam score. Exam score. And this axis here signifies the number of hours studied. So I just type hours studied. I will type hours studied here. So this one is we are going to change the title here to correlation analysis. I'm going to change it to correlation analysis. All right. So we can see here now that a student has studied for 3 hours getting a score of 55, we can see the trend, how it is going up. So meaning that the higher the hour, as we are going towards the right hand side, the hours are increasing. So it's starting from 0 to 2 to 4 to 6 and so on. So as the hour is going up, we can also see that what the pointed, they are going up too, and that means the hours the exam score is also increasing. That's the reason why this line or these points are going higher and higher. And we can see at someone studying for 12 hours, you can see the person scoring, having a score of 85. So it shows a trend. You can see the trend, how it is flowing from the one that studied the lowest hour and the score that the person obtained. So we can see that there is a correlation between the hour study and the exam score. But we are not going to stop there. We are still going to get some other information. We need some other information to complete our correlation analysis. And that is what I am trying to balance up now. So I'm trying to reduce. Sorry, Control Z. I'm trying to reduce this. Okay, it's getting too small, so we are not seeing it the way we should. Okay, I think it's better now. Good. So we might take this down or put it on the side here, at the side. So now this is our chart. This is our chart. So we still want to get the trend line equation with our scatter chart. We want to get our R square value and we want to get the correlation coefficient. Don't forget, in our correlation coefficient, we have already said that when there is a negative value, it means that there is a perfect, -1 means perfect negative correlation, 0 means no correlation, and +1 means a perfect positive correlation. So now how are we going to get this figure? Using our chart, our scatter chart. So we are going to move on. We are going to click on any point on this scatter chart. And what I mean by point is these blue dots here. I'm going to click on any one of it, and then I will right click on it. Then after right clicking, you now click on, you see a floating menu. You click on add trend line. Add trend line. So when you click on add trend line, maybe I should do that again. Let me close this. I want to use my zoom. Let me zoom up this chart so that we can see better. Now this is it. So I'm going to click on any of those points here. Start clicking on the point, then I will right click on it and I want to choose add trend line. So as soon as I do that, this will come up for me. So I will see trend line options here. So I will now make sure that I have clicked on what? On linear. That's why we are seeing this linear, the line drawing from here to this point. That is number 1. Then number 2 is that we are now going to click on display equation on chart. That's a trend line equation. And we are going to click on display R square value on chart. Those are the 2 things we need. So we are going to click on it after it has been displayed and bring it down here. After bringing it down, then we can then copy it and take it to, so copy this. Let's see if Control C will do that for us. Control V. Yeah, it's doing it. So we are going to copy the second one too. So then we highlight it. Control C. Then we'll come here. This is the R square value. Then we'll click. So is we are getting the R square value. So fine. So the R square value is being displayed. So now the last thing we want to get is the correlation coefficient. The last thing to get now is the correlation coefficient. To get that, there are 2 ways we can do that. So you can do that by clicking into this cell, clicking on this cell at the front of correlation coefficient. just type equal sign to activate formula, then you type Corel. This is it. So after typing Corel, you open the bracket. What are we comparing? What are the data sets we are comparing? So I'm going to highlight it. I'm comparing this hour study. I will stop at the first hour. Then you go down and you click, you type comma, yes, in the formula. Then you highlight the other part that you are comparing with it. You stop at the first exam score. Then you close your bracket. After closing your bracket, you strike your enter button. As soon as you strike your enter button, then the value of the correlation coefficient is displayed here. So the correlation coefficient is R. So I'm going to put R there for my correlation coefficient. So that's all I need to do. So now I've been able to what? I've been able to get my trend line equation. I've been able to get my R square value. And also I've been able to get my correlation coefficients. So that is how to handle or to go about correlation analysis in Microsoft Excel. Thank you. See you in my next video.